This is day 5 of Advent of Code 2022, and this challenge is called Supply Stacks. The expedition can depart as soon as the final supplies have been unloaded from the ships. Supplies are stored in stacks of marked crates, but because the needed supplies are buried under many other crates, the crates need to be rearranged. The ship has a giant cargo crane capable of moving crates between stacks. To ensure none of the crates get crushed or fall over, the crane operator will rearrange them in a series of carefully planned steps. After the crates are rearranged, the desired crates will be at the top of each stack. The elves don't want to interrupt the crane operator during this delicate procedure, but they forgot to ask her which crate will end up where, and they want to be ready to unload them as soon as possible so they can embark. They do, however, have a drawing of the starting stacks of crates and the rearranged procedure, your puzzle input. For example, so we have stacks 1, 2, 3, and crates Z, N, D, C, M, P. So move 1 from 2 to 1, so that would be D to the top here of 1. Move 3 from 1 to 3, that would be moving the 3 from here to here. Move 2 from 2 to 1, that would be CM to here. Then move 1 from 1 to 2, so that would be C to 2. In this example, there are 3 stacks of crates. Stack 1 contains 2 crates, stack Z is on the bottom and crate N is on top. Stack 2 contains 3 crates from bottom to top, they are MCD. Finally, stack 3, crate P. The rearrangement procedure is given. In each step of the procedure, a quantity of crates is moved from one stack to a different stack. In the first stack of the above arrangement procedure, one crate is moved from stack 2 to 1, resulting in the configuration. Okay, yep, makes sense. So the elves just need to know which crate will end up on top of each stack. In this example, the top crates are C, M, Z. Yep, makes sense. You should combine these together and give the elves the message CMZ. After the rearrangement procedure completes, what crates end up on top of each stack? Okay, makes sense. So, puzzle input. Okay, so we're going to have to manually enter this as an array of lists, I think. So we'll just copy this, create our input file, we'll paste this here, and we will remove this and put it as a comment here. So looking at this, what we'll also do is replace move space with nothing. So we've got the number. Now we'll do the same from nothing, so like that, and then we will do 2 space to nothing. So I've now just got the 3 numbers and we can just split them by space. Although I should record, I'll just have this as a little example so I can remember what the format of the numbers are. So for this list right here, we will create an array of list ints. So we will start off with var stacks equals new int 9. No, this is list of, actually I'm not sure how to do, let's look up how to do C# array of lists. Okay, I thought it was just this. Yep. So new list and then 9 like that. Then we will initialize this with new list int, have the values in here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We will then do pf Alright, that looks like I've got everything correct there. I probably should have figured out a way to automatically go through the input and create this, but oh well, it's done now. So what I want to see is whether this is correct. Actually, I should be able to just, let's say console.writeLine. We will do stacks, let's say 0, 0. Then we will do 8, 3. So let's run that and see if I've actually got this correct. Okay, well I definitely did this incorrectly, so I need to figure out. Okay, I did int instead of string, so let's quickly change that. So now that's changed, let's run it and see if it's correct. So p, then 0, 1, 2, 3, int. Okay, so now that we've got the stack set up, let's start with reading the input lines. So for each var line in input, var vals equals line dot split with a space. Okay, I'm going to move this little comment to here. So int move equals vals 0 int 32 dot pass from will be 1, then 2 is 2. So if we look back at the example, okay, so it originally was C then M, but then I moved it one at a time. So C goes to here, then M goes to here. So now it's MC from top to bottom. Okay, so that should be easy enough. Okay, so now that we have these values, what we'll do is a for loop which runs the amount of numbers that are in move. So for int I equals 0, I is less than move. Actually, it makes more sense to do I equals 1, this doesn't equal to move, then I plus plus. We will then do var crate equals stacks from, actually we'll change this to var current stack equals stacks from. Then from the current stack we will get the last item in it, so dot count minus 1. So we have this crate. We will then go stacks 2 dot add crate, and then we will move from the current stack dot remove at current stack count minus 1. So it will do that each time. So if it's remove 3 from 8 to 9, go here 1, so number 1, current stack is stacks from. We can actually define this outside of that for loop. That might be everything we need to do. Then we just need to do for each var stack in stacks string output equals blank string, then output plus equals stack dot count minus 1. Then we'll do console dot write line output. I feel like this is going to produce errors, but let's run it and see what happens. I misspelled in 32, so let's change that and let's rerun it. The input string 389 was not in the correct format. Oh, my bad. I forgot the space in the split. Okay, let's rerun it. Index was outside the bounds of the array, line 43. Okay, so from and to need to do minus 1 to them. Was in the stacks array. It's 0 to 8, not 1 to 9. So we'll do that. Now let's rerun it. Okay, so it's given us tpgvqpfdh. Let's enter that and see how we went. Okay, cool. That was correct. I was pretty worried that was going to be wrong, but surprisingly, it was right. So now let's go on to part 2. As you watch the crane operator expertly rearrange the crates, you notice the process isn't following your prediction. Some mud was covering the writing on the side of the crane, and you quickly wipe it away. The crane isn't a Crane Mover 9000, it's a Crate Mover 9001. The Crate Mover 9001 is notable for many new and exciting features: air conditioning, leather seats, an extra cup holder, and the ability to pick up and move multiple crates at once. Again, considering the example above, the crates begin in the same configuration. Moving a single crate from stack 2 to 1 behaves the same as before. However, the action of moving 3 crates from stacks 1 to 3 means that those 3 crates stay in the same order, resulting in this new configuration. So if we go back above, so DNZ CMP, yep, so that moved 1 to the left and that was fine. But then the next action was moving 3 across, so it went DNZ on this side, so I'm assuming it's now DNZP. Yep, now DNZP. Finally, a single crate still moved from stack 1, and now it's crate 3, yep. This example, the Crate Mover 9001 has put the crates in a totally different order, MCD. Before the rearrangement process finishes, update your simulation so that the elves know where they should stand to be ready to unload the final supplies. After the rearrangement completes, what crates end up on top? Okay, that's easy enough. So we'll just grab the code we wrote before and put this into part 2. And we will change this to part 2. So the way we'll do this, we will create a list of strings we will add these crates to them, reverse them, and then update it. I think that's the best way. So new stack equals new list of strings. We'll then do new stack. Actually, we'll copy this, paste below, and comment it out. So new stack.add this. So then we need to figure out C# reverse list, and then C# update list. So let's look at the reverse list. So it's just reverse. Let's see. Does it return a new list, or does it actually... Okay, cool. So just dot reverse. Somewhere here. New stack dot reverse. And then update list. I guess we don't need to actually properly update. We can just do for create in new stack. Oops, new stack. And we'll just do this for var create a new stack. There we go. For each var create a new stack. Now let's run that. dmr_dfrhhh. Let's see if that's correct. Okay, cool. So that is day 5 of Advent of Code finished. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe so don't miss out on any new videos that are added to this Advent of Code 2022 playlist.